ladies and gentlemen, this is National today here, and welcome to a brand new video here as I'm going to do my Telstra NRL Premiership Grand Final preview here between the Panthers, the Mountain Men, between my team, the Parramatta Eels, the Blue and Gold Army, and lads, we are joined here by special guests here today. No, they are not Panthers fans, but I decided to do something pretty much different as what other content creators are doing for the preview, for the Grand Final there for this year. I have got Tyler Clay there. And obviously, Jai Collins there with his best bud as well. How are going there, lads?
Yeah, good, actually.
Right. A bit sad, but
Yeah.
I can stand your playing NFL Saturday night there, Jai. And what a wonderful time there to really experience, the Battle of the West. First ever time these two teams will facing each other in the Grand Final there as well. And man, it's just been a very emotional ride there throughout my team there. I still cannot get from my head that I'm going to be watching my team, playing in the Grand Final there for the first ever time, probably in person. Just a quick, story behind this, man. Back in 2009, I was a little kid back then, and my dad wanted to go to the Grand Final, but unfortunately he couldn't take me because I was too young. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I have a special announcement before we go into this preview. This has been a long time coming, and it's a dream come true, and I can't believe that I'm going to say this. As this sports night will be attending the 2022 NRL Premiership Grand Final for the first ever time. I can't believe it, and I'll be vlogging there as well. My first ever vlog there throughout the channel there as well. I cannot believe it, lads, and what a big moment there. I had to get out there, man, and obviously I will be watching the NRLW Grand Final as well, man.
Oh, NRLW.
Obviously, we're not going to.
Since teams are in the NRLW,
we can preview the NRLW preview that since for this by last minute. But anyways, enough for everyone. We're going to go through the team list over here. So, lads, if you do want to have a go, do you lads want to name the Panthers lineup here for the Grand Final for 2022?
Yeah, right. All right, I'll start with the backs. All right. So at fullback for Penrith we have. All right. So at fullback for Penrith we have Dylan Edwards. On the wings we have Charlie Staines and Brian To'o. In the centres we have Isaac Tago and Stephen Crine. In the half we have Jerome Luai and Nathan Cleary.
All right. In the forwards, we've got Moses Leota at hooker, Api Coruscant, and James Fisher-Harris there at prop. Kick out and Martin, the second rowers, and lock in the scrum is the captain, Isaiah Yeo. On the bench, Mitch Kenny, Scott Sorensen, Spencer Lenu, and Jamin Salmon. With the 18th man, Sean O'Sullivan, and the extended bench with Matt Eisenhuth, Hopgood, Taruva, and Chris Smith.
Nice. Okay. So for the Blue Gold Army, the mighty electrifying Parramatta Eels, we have got King Guthrie, aka Clint Gobson there, as a captain there as well. With the wingers there, Michael Seabull, with the guy himself there, Wanda Blake there, and in the sense there, Billy Simonson, no change there as well. Still playing in the sense there from last week. Will Penasini there, and in the halves there, you've got Dillbacks, aka Dylan Brown, one of the top 5 best fullbacks there for this year, and you've got our long saviour there, Mitchell Moses there, one of the top 5 halfbacks there as well. And in the forwards there, we've got Reagan Campbell Gillan, preparing to take on revenge there against New South Wales teammates there after his teammates there wanted him out there because they thought that he couldn't play the same style as what they wanted. And the hooker there, Rian Meyer there, who was trying to get a spot there for Queensland Maroons. but here he is, a step miles ahead of what Harry Grant would ever touch there from a Maroons jersey. And here he is playing his first ever grand final as well. It's just amazing from this bloke here as well. And we've got the vice captain there, Junior Bowler. And in the second rows there, we've got the Lane Trade, Sean Lane, and we've got Isaiah Papali. And as a lock there, Brian Madison, Mother there. And in the bench there, we've got our utility, our changes here, finally. And our good bench for once, Nathan Brown, as our number 14 there. He'll be he'll be playing a game in quite a while there as well. It'll be quite interesting if he can finally make that big impact as what we have been trying to see there for us for quite a while as well. We've got Jake off there, Brad Son, Open Caboose there, and Ratsu Kore. And our 18 man there is Bryce Cartwright, absolutely amazing 18 man as well. And on the extended bench there, we've got Makahesi Makatoa, Tom Opacek, Ofiki Mockden, and Kawai Rodwell. And that's the team list as well. And the match officials, very controversial.
Ashley Klein.
Why
Horrible.
in the world is Ashley Klein refereeing this game once again? When
Shouldn't be.
Some questionable calls. I know that he was not worse than what Grant Atkins. Speak of the devil.
In the touch, in the bunker.
Double trouble.
No.
You did not. You had to have one of the worst ever combinations there in the match officials, and you had to do it with Clyde and also Atkins there. Review official, absolutely just dreadful. Oh my god! I hope to God that I don't have to come out on the field and just absolutely just freaking headlock Clyde and also.
You should go on the field and do that.
Yeah,
you should do that.
Should. Yeah, if I Clyde that, these two should have been sacked there after last week there, but oh well, that's it. That's game for us. We are. But yeah. Anyways, moving on. Yeah. So obviously these two teams have obviously matched up there throughout the last couple of matches there. Pharrell, Luke and Drury as well. I just need to take back of memory as well when these two actually faced each other there for the first time this season. Back in Blue Stadium there, where the Panthers was Premiership there as well, when the Panthers were absolutely just flying. Never game being there. Surely some of the team were going to beat them, but it looked like that they were going to be absolutely unbeatable from what others were seeing from that time period as well. And from what I was seeing as well, I actually believe that the Eels were going to stand up there and do what they were back in 2020, the only team to ever defeated the Penrith Panthers. And the Eels weren't, and the Eels didn't defeat the Panthers there. I believe they're staying there for quite a while. And they did it there on a night there. It was around, let me just check there. Sorry. Just need to check that round.
I think it's like 9.
Round 9. Let me just check.
Yeah, it was 9.
Yes, it was round 9.
Yeah, it was
20.
Yeah.
Obviously, Madison there, changed things up there as well. And it was Dylan Brown who secured the try there from memory there as well. Yes, it was. After that spectacular try as well. After he's seen Brian Todd there, trying to it was Dylan Brown just going through this as well, and just a lot of people thought that his try there, from what I'm thinking right now, it was quite questionable there as well. But now looking at the review there, it was quite spectacular, and that was a moment that the Premiership made a big statement there as well, and that was when there was some serious contenders as well. But a lot of people were saying that it took sort of talks there from 2020, and obviously, me up there back in round 20 it was, I believe, at Comic Stadium there. A lot of people thought that the Penrith Panthers were going to be winning this one for sure. The Penrith Panthers, from what I remember, were actually favourites, and out of nowhere, the Premier Eels absolutely just slaughtered them in the first half. One of the most unexpected score lines, and obviously I takes it from Nathan Cleary there when he absolutely just took him down. It was Dylan Brown there as well, just making a dangerous tackle on him, which is one of the silliest decisions and obviously tackles there and errors that he has ever made in his career there so far as well. And it was an absolute brain explosion there from himself as well. And I thought Nathan Cleary there, has learned there from quite a lot there up towards the finals there, where those time periods there that he could have won the Deli and what you get it. But yeah, in the finals with one, these two teams are first time again when the Eels defeated Storm and the Terrors secured top of the spot. And then the Eels got absolutely just Mascot says well got absolutely just disappointed there throughout Bluebird Stadium, and you guys words there saying be prepared there on Friday night there. He's going to be absolutely outblazing there throughout the team. Nathan Cleary there, and Nathan Cleary, he has learned a lot, and he was back in Terminator mode as well, and just absolutely just put on an absolute masterclass, just put up those bombs there for one break there, just put him out pressure as well, and but obviously I'm confused there. Was the only try scorer there as well, I believe, yes. Just to make sure. Yes, confused was only try scorer there. Just and the moment when we just gone through into finals week 2, we defeated the Canberras by 40 points to 4, and the Penrith Panthers there were just digging themselves up there throughout 2-week break there as well. So one week break there as well, and the moment when we broke in the semi-final curse was just absolutely just amazing. But a lot of people thought that we weren't mainly tested, and that was when we had to face it against the North Coast Cowboys. And obviously the Penrith Panthers had to face up against your boys, Joy and also Tyler, and I had your boys there to win it. And you guys actually went in there in the first half there, and obviously, in the second half there, it was all Penrith Panthers there in the end there as well, changing that momentum there in the second half when it was second half when it was Spencer Lehner there scoring and fantastic try there as well. You could say it was a bit soft, but what do you actually think of how the Panthers were actually got the weakness there on how South actually found the weakness there in the first half?
Yeah. It's tough because it's just Penrith playing well. It's just how they've played all year. They've been probably the best side all year, and South just couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
They just couldn't handle the Penrith wave.
Yeah.
And Penrith just shut them down easily.
Jai said, he's going to go. I know, all good, bro. See, Jai. No, it's all good, man. But, it's just me, and totally clean. No, it's all good. But, man, obviously, we had to versus the North Coast Cowboys there. And obviously in the first half, Mitch Miller's kick game was quite shambles as well. And obviously we had Dylan Brown being quite quiet there as well. But Ring Mai just absolutely got his hands in there once again with Sean Lane and man Ryan the Mustache there, Must G there. Just getting those great tries as well. Just really really over there quite easily there as well, and just absolutely just blowing whistle as well, saying, "Yeah, give me another try, mate. Give me no, you know what? Give like I must a freaking hat trick there because he put an absolute spit spectacular performance there. Absolutely just hard runs as well. Quite aggressive tackles as well. And yeah, just absolutely just amazing there by Marshall there. Just carrying the team there. To be honest there. If I'm gonna be honest, Mitch Morris there quite improved there a little bit in the second half there as well. But yeah, I thought Marnie and also last year and obviously probably say what you want about Mitch Morris' passing and obviously the pass there by line to receiver and that. But my God, probably I was actually just bursting throughout the line as well and just the speed and also aggressive as well. He's just absolutely one of the best second runners there for this year there as well. And I do believe that he did win second round of the year this year. Correct me if I'm wrong. Sorry, no, it was no, sorry, no, it was no, in a kick out like that. Yeah.
Kick out. Jeez.
Yeah. Which I highly disagree with that. Should have been Sean Lane and a Hudson Young, to be honest, but yeah, just not be off topic there as well.
Yeah, I don't want to get off topic, but yeah, I don't think just the only reason Kickout got it because he plays for Penrith. I think if he was at Bulldogs, I think Sean Lane gets it for sure.
I think just the NRL just likes the favoritism, the Panthers and that, and obviously bloody other places and that as well. Yeah, but it is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Freaking bias system, and freaking kick out, man. And yeah, but we're gonna win there over the Cowboys, and obviously I did my live reaction to that. I was absolutely just full of emotion, and I was, and matter of fact, I actually was about to faint when I actually see this win. Right, it was just so much to take in into mind, and after this day, bro, I still can't believe that I'm going to see, not going to my first ever grand final, but to see my team play for the first time. Seeing it has been a while since I actually seen my team play person since 2017. Which, as a matter of fact, that was when the Eels versus Panthers was actually at Core Stadium for a second round when we actually won that 80-12, and the referee there was actually trying to rub us off, and that's how Klein. I fucking hope that cunt does not rub us off there again. And also Grant Atkins, I'm looking at stupid fucking cunt, bro. Mate, do not rub us. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God. Please.
He better be watching out. He'll have a bounty on his head.
Mate,
NSL will be coming after him.
I'm dreaming that. I will attend the game, mate. I'll be freaking knocking his door, and they're saying, mate, come on. I'm at the Sydney Olympic car park, and we're going one-on-one, mate. Yeah.
One-on-one.
And you know what? Fuck it. You know what? If I Great Atkins, or if Ashley Klein, will rob Parramatta in the grand final, and I don't give a single fuck. I will box them in the next box event or whatever NRL player is going to make his boxing entry in that, or whatever it's going to be. So yeah, I'll fight Mr. Klein and obviously
a double. And Grant Atkins 2-1 night. Let's go.
2-1.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm going to be the next one, but that's only if they rob us as well. So you better hope.
Let's go.
They keep a whistle on your pockets there, mate. And Grant Atkins, you better hope you keep your sensible words there to your own Fred as well, sir. So yeah, but enough of that. I should talk there to the match as well. We've got the main stage here. The game that I'll be attending. It's just absolutely just amazing. I'll be attending this with my father and also with my cousin as well. Hopefully, he can get those tickets there for my cousin as well. But yeah, man, the tickets were actually sold out here quite quickly as well. And
very quickly.
yeah, man, yeah, I was just
Feel-
so glad. When I first I saw him, I told him I'll be going to the grand final, and he told me, mate, don't look at a person who grows no trees. And then I was like, so devastated in that. But then he called me back, and then he I said, oh no, I'm just joking. I do, and then he told me, I do think on Sunday, and then I said, no, well, yes, we're going to the grand final. And I said, yes, oh my God, I can't fucking believe it. My heart dropped, bro. And bro, even when the fan fest type of thing, the Panthers vs Eels, just recently, up there in Brisbane, the Parramatta fans chanting, it gave me Super Saiyan, Super Sonic vibes as well. It just made me just want to go into that level there as well. And it was just so bizarre that, my God, I hope to keep that same energy there on Sunday. Grand final day there as well, and yeah, man, it's just gonna be absolutely just wonderful there as well, and yeah, hopefully that I can keep the same energy as well, but enough of that history there as well, and also all that much there as well. What's your thoughts and on these two teams' weaknesses going into this match, and obviously their strengths? I'll go with you first there.
I think Eels' strength that they can hold out Penrith as well.
Yeah.
Parramatta have a good defensive structure, but it can take one mistake from Parramatta to make that defensive structure fall apart, and Penrith can just run over the top. That's what you don't want.
Yeah, definitely. I know actually showed there in the finals week 1, and the Panthers are actually playing like the New Melbourne Storm, and obviously when the Melbourne Storm were in the prime dynasty time, or whatever we want to call it, in the dynasty and shit like that. When you make one single error against Melbourne Storm, it's over. But this is also against Brent Panthers, man, when also playing like the New Melbourne Storm, but ahead of the time, which is quite scary to actually think. So but to come up in into grand final, we really need to be brave here, especially we actually need to have a lot of possession here as well to be able to get these great sets as well, and we really need to get Dylan Brown to really create something there with his great game as well, with his support lane there as well, with his combinations with Sean Lane there, and obviously Lane has obviously got a flick up and offload there to Gustin, or just Moses there, just to let Moses really change that into gear that's really burst throughout that speed as well. We really know how fast Moses his man, it's like just absolutely just amazing. But I also see the Panthers, weakness there throughout their the high ball there. I reckon Max Tebow, is he playing? Oh man, is he playing against Brian To'o?
I think Tebow's playing left wing. I think he's playing on top.
Against Charlie Staines. But yeah, my biggest worry there throughout the Panthers is that Nathan Cleary's crossfield kicks there throughout Brian To'o says one week is not great on the high ball, which I hope he can stop Brian To'o, and that's a big question there throughout this matchup here. Can Wonder Blake stop Brian To'o from absolutely just exploding over there as well, and just being too overpowered as well? Brian To'o is one of the most toughest wings there to be able to stop there as well. You can say Swally there is also pretty tough, but Wonder Blake, he has been improving his defense there, quite well there throughout the last couple of weeks as well.
Yeah.
Especially taking out Murray there, which he's also been one of the top 5 best wings there for this year. And hopefully he can show that the performance and also that statement there towards Brian To'o. And yeah, all I'm gonna say there to Brian To'o there, man, the GOAT is coming for you, and also gonna see Will Blake score against Brian To'o from my eyes there. Of course, same. So yeah, man. But yeah, in your opinion, and your supports, how do you see Will Blake game past Brian To'o's strong runs, and obviously Rebels as well, just to handle that massive fast-paced pressure there from Cleary and To'o.
I think, Waka Blake will have to go around To'o, but also his centre partner for To'o.
Yeah.
He could also just try and use his pace to snip around him. If he can use his pace to skip around Crine, or Simonson as well. Simonson can use his pace to skip around Crine, which created some new line. And then Simonson can just pass out to Waka Blake and he's off.
Yeah, well, Blake, yeah, I don't really see Simonson.
I think Simons also.
Yeah.
Also, I think Simonson's going to prove a difference.
Yeah, I think he did a job there last week, quite surprising there as well. I thought he had some right pass there, runs as well. But yeah, I thought that Simonson that I'm still waiting for him to really show that support there to Will Blake there as well. And yeah, if he can show that pass there, which I do think he still has that talent there from the Canberra Raiders, and I'm just begging that he can show that towards the in the States as well, which I don't think we have seen his talent there being bringing towards the Premier League there as well. And I'm not saying that he massively doesn't deserve to be in the team. Yes, I know that a lot of people have some mixed thoughts there about Simonson being picked over Tomomchik, which I kind of do because Tomomchik does have a pretty good off with it as well. So that Simonson doesn't really do that much off it as well, which this will be his sixth time playing in the sense that for the season there, since he's mostly had that time they're playing in the sense that for some couple times there with being the centre part there with Harley Smith, Shields as well. Their name there for the Canberra's wing there as well. But how do you see Gumson go up against Dylan Edwards, which my opinion, Dylan was one of the most underrated fullbacks there for the season there as well. But yeah, how do you see Gustin there, get his run as well? And do you see Gustin playing a much more bigger role than what Dylan Edwards does? And do you see him, what do you see the weaknesses and obviously strengths there between his two teams? And how do you see himself, going one-on-one as well, So.
Yeah. I think Clint Gutherson will automatically have to try and play a bigger game than Dylan Edwards because he's one of the most meters full. He's one of the best fullbacks in the comp. But also, I think
100%, yeah.
To also for Clint Gutherson to do better than Dylan Edwards, I think it's going to have to be a whole team effort to try and shut down Dylan Edwards, to try and put him off his game. And if Eels can do that, if Eels can shut down Dylan Edwards, I think Eels have a big chance of winning this game.
But there's also another
you have a bigger
that we also need to shut down and
Cleary too. I think Cleary.
But it is no surprise that every single team that faced against the Panthers when Cleary is starting, that you always have to push down Nat Cleary. And there's no secret there towards the match as well because boom kicks as well. We also how much that we push, especially in the great final there last year as well when you boys with Blake Toft started fullback there, he just he didn't have the pressure there in the first week one, but in the great final there, I mean, I mean, to be fair, he was young there, for his first ever grand final there as well. Coming up with his bomb kicks there with their food as well, going through those nerves as well. But yeah, Gustin with plenty of defensive experience. He has stopped many big fellas such as Nelson and took in some big challenge there. Being taken down here a bit by Dan Laurie in this season. But yeah, he has been taking the bombs there and also high balls there quite comfortably as well. So yeah, he has come a long way there by Gustin as well. But yeah, I reckon if they'll chase there as well, which they can be a bit off there in this and that, but yeah, I hope we can really engineer just to chase down Ned Curry as well, and just to maybe get him frustrated again. Who knows? We can possibly get him first up there again as well, and yeah. But speaking of this matchup here, before we go into back there, I actually do want to say about these two halves comparing as well.
Yeah.
What's your strengths and also weaknesses as well, and what do you think on how these halves connection between Dylan Brown and Jerome Luai and them three and also Mitch Moses?
So I think, all right, Luai and Cleary, there's not many weaknesses about them, but I think there's like, I think that if you can put enough pressure on him, like if you can put enough pressure on Cleary, he'll start kicking out in the full, like Moses was in the first half of the it was the Cowboys Eels game, and then if you can just also do the same thing to Luai, he won't perform as well since the defense. Also, rushing defense will also be a big thing. If you can just rush up on these two players, if you can rush up on these two players and put enough pressure on them, they could make a mistake really easily.
Yeah, 100%, mate. You know how Jerome Luai, was just getting so frustrated there, last week with the fucking grub, putting on a couple of high shots and that. But, him and Kick out there were pretty lucky there to get through the judiciary there as well. But yeah, all well there. They'll receive some karma smack there towards the Sunday, and yeah, but speaking of about like receiving karma and also revenge there, Ring Killer Gillard. Backstory here between the big rivalry there as well. The former Panther played as well. The Panthers really cannot stand on how actually on how they left the club there as well. I'm not gonna say the story behind that since we all know on what happened there. But yeah. Obviously, this year in the several series, obviously, Righam Gillard was a pick for the national side there, alongside with his other former teammates there as well. Some were, new ones as well, throughout his junior years as well. Obviously with Yeo and that, and yeah, Yeo was really seeing him, being not that much of a big impact to what they were on their level towards the Panthers quality there towards the Blue squad, and that was when and the rest of the Penrith boys convinced Brett Fillard to get Marsh to their Mountain squad, which was quite dogged then, and yeah, and now Marsh G, after his last week performance, making a big statement as well towards the Panthers as well. You can say as well, and this Sunday, mate, there's going to be some massive bad blood as well, and it's going to be a lot of fireworks there as well. And I actually expect actually to really put on some big beefs there between and also Fisher Harris as well, and obviously, kick out there, the guy who nearly murdered two South players there from last week, and Yeah. How do you see Moshi there making his revenge and also his uh redemption there towards the haters and also down there for him just not really being big uh, impact there as well and just being called a bit overrated by the main media.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just think with the forwards, I just think that they can control, but I reckon it's also the rest. If the game gets out of control, I think these forwards are going to be unstoppable.
Yeah. Do you see a couple of tidbits between his forwards there going against Ricky Camilla? Because I actually kind of see maybe two tidbits, but I got a bad feeling it could there could be a 50-50% chance that might be controversial, and let's not hope that it doesn't consider that. But do you see tidbits coming into this match between Moshi and also the Panthers back there?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, but no doubt there as well.
It's very
There'll be
possible.
something as well. Yeah, we got another matchup here. Reed Marnie going up against Matt
Ooh.
Cross out there as well. Wow.
Mm.
Cross winning the WM Hook of the Year. Some people have their mixed opinions about that. And also Reed Marnie, who just missed out on the Queensland Maroons match, obviously being a bit up and down and this and that. Marnie has been actually just getting much more creative with his plays as well. And of course, there, around WM half there as well, from that hold as well, can be quite tricky there as well. So, yeah, these two teams show a lot of variety and also a lot of key plays as well. What skill they actually show there towards the fullback there as well, and just showing that impact there as well. And just making themselves as well. And how do you see his matchup going towards on Sunday?
It's gonna be tough because it could go either way as well. So
Yeah,
the
50.
way that the way that it'll go Marnie's way is if Eels try and almost slow the play the ball up, slow the play the ball, so Coruscant can't dart out a dummy half and make those easy moves, and then Dylan Edwards will I presume stream through. So then that's just an easy opportunity. I think Eels going to have to work hard defensively
And
to try and
I think
stop.
Crossfield really needs to find I could go there as well when he it was
Yeah.
meant to try and get him pretty much all tied as well. But I think there will be no issue there. But it will be a big challenge as well since the Premiers over the last couple of years have been improving quite a lot there with the fitness as well. And yeah, in my opinion, they are the top three most fittest teams that are in the competition. Yet, I'll say they are the second most fittest in the competition there. With the Panthers, their forwards there have been hanging out there with their fitness there as well, not just with the skills and obviously with the proving there throughout the defense as well. I often say it is going to be a massive strength there towards the Premiers as well. And I just see, Sean there as well, go up against go up against Kick out there as well, which will be another dangerous and obviously feast to really much of this play as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, Kick out with his long Rex there as well. But yeah, hopefully Money can really go out and just get Zach probably there with the best for as well. And Lee Martin, who is also rumored to really go to the Premier League next season, from what I heard from the Premier fan page on Instagram. He's been good in the several series. I must say, in my opinion, but he was a bit average, a bit up and down there. In my opinion, he can have his great games. There's obviously being the trying winner there against Tasmania there back in which round was it? Round 24.
What?
Don? I was expecting round 24 when Lee Martin scored the
Oh,
try there against the Southern Rivers, was it?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was
Yeah,
Liam Martin.
yeah,
There
of
was
course
2 minutes
yeah.
left. There was 2 minutes left, and then Liam
Yeah.
Martin just found it out.
Yeah,
This-
I think it was a
yeah.
pass to by Yeo or Coruscant.
I think it was.
Or did
Yeah, I think it was Coruscant.
Yeah,
Not
Coruscant.
sure. I think it was Coruscant.
Yeah. All right, quickly before we go here, because I don't want to be here for too long. Would you the as well? Yeo versus Ryan Mason. What a matchup this is going to be. Fuck me.
That's gonna be a good
There
matchup.
is so much to go through, but quickly, man. What's your thoughts between these two players, and what difference of skills do these two bring into the fullback there as well?
I think that there's like Yo can almost be a third playmaker. He can almost just run the field himself. While Madison, he'll just take up like the hard hit ups, like the big
Yeah,
forwards.
and he also has a sidestep there as well, and
The side.
he can play
He's also got a good
much more
sidestep.
positions than what Yeo does. I'm actually, and that's why I see much more variety and also much more skill into Ryan Madison than what Yeo does, and I know that's a massive bold call there by myself. There's saying that Madison is better than Yeo. I'm not saying that Madison is a better leader than what Yeo does. Obviously Madison has been injured throughout in and out in the last year there as well. But yeah, Madison, was trying to pretty much against Premiership there. I'm a good at saying which changed the world, but yeah, Yeo can really get those posts. I could have been there, and I really fucking hate on how he actually said, "Oh, wait till you see them three there on 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 they actually learned there from back around 20, and that really got me hungry there to really murder the shit out of Yeo there. And it makes me much more hungry there to think about playing against him once again. And I really want him, Madison, and obviously obviously his older teammate Marshall to really shut the fuck out of him, and just to really run the shit out of him as well, bro, because it really just pissed me off the last couple of weeks on what he just said, man. It's just fucking him. Some times there, and yeah, man, we just really need to charge down on the Yeo. I mean, our four-pack defense has been quite proven there. We have stopped Payne Haas as well, which we did a good job there as well. I mean, I know he wasn't the best forward there as well, despite him winning the probably year, which don't know why. But yeah, obviously we have stopped a lot of massive forwards as well. We have shut down Murray as well. Who else? Justin Pomelo is there as well, preventing him from scoring a try there as well. We have prevented Tavernier there as well, and also Corhera no there. And I reckon we can prevent a year from even making this great post contenders as well, and just to really put some impact on his runs as well, and just to really tie him down there. But yeah, hopefully our defense can really get up to that. So quickly throughout the bench there, obviously the Panthers there, what's there on the bench there? Quick thoughts there, opinions.
Yeah. I think the addition of Nathan Brown to the Eels helps them a lot. It gives them a lot of experience on the bench. While Penrith still have a lot of experience, but Nathan Brown, he's a big-time player. This is what he plays for. Grand finals.
Man. Yeah, and yeah, man. I'm actually, not to be biased here, but I reckon this is the best of a bench that a rapper has ever pointed out throughout the season, and also throughout the last couple of years there. he has played this spot on here. Absolutely perfecto here throughout the bench with my neck runner in the utility as well. You know, he can play lock. He can play, proper as well. As well. Just shows so much great impact runs as well. And I still remember the big hit there back in 2018 when he made his big hit. I'm not sure if it was, but it was also cool segment as well when he just put a big hit on someone there, and when he just went, yeah, fuck yeah, fucking got that, and I want to see that passion there from Nick Brown as well. I do believe that he still has a passion there in himself. Yes, you could say that he can get a bit dumb there as well. But I reckon going into this week, it is his time to finally get back on the stage as well. And I reckon it's going to be, you know what? I reckon this time he is going to play much more smarter the way he has played in his entire career, especially his junior years. I'm at the West Tigers and obviously playing a couple minutes there for Saturday there for Parramatta. So yeah, but Hazy, towards Jacob Arthur, I reckon he can step up to this game and actually put a job on there for us. And yeah, to all the Hayes there, who are still bitching whining there for Jacob Arthur. I do want to shout out him for a couple of days ago. It was his birthday, so yeah. Shout out to Jacob Arthur there for his birthday as well, and I hope his promotion there towards Sunday will actually just shock him on as well. And toward this Hayes there to Jacob Arthur, go fuck yourself. And
Wow.
yeah, something like that.
Wow.
Okay, so we're going to put it here for our 80 minute here, and we'll go for our tips here, and that will be wrapped up here. So, what's your thoughts on the 80 minute replacement?
Yeah. My personal opinion, none of these people will play. None of them will play, but
Yeah.
I think they're both diverse in this in a different. I think they're both good players in different ways.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't really see Cairo really playing as well. I mean, I've seen show some good minutes as well, but if you're not going to give him, not that many minutes, I do get a bit worried that he will make a couple of mistakes. I actually expect to be quite shockingly surprising there. He was my surprise factor there throughout last week, but yeah, I'm glad that Bradford dropped too because he was quite disappointed. You just never know there with my Bryce Pro as well, but showing us something that he can deliver anything as well. He shows so much leadership there and also that passion there's with his talks there. Dealing with Nathan Perry there, being out there as well. He did a very good job there. Dealing with that push there as well, getting on the line as well, and also on the kick chase there as well, and just get up in front as well, and just get that push there with the boys. And he'll be a little extra magic wand there for the Penrith there. If anything goes wrong there with the being chased down there for our fast runners there to the key plays there as well. But that's it. So we're going to go through our tips here quite quickly. So Tolo Koi, give me your first try scorer, your halftime score, man of the match, and your specials, and your full-time score. Who you winner for 2022 Premiership.
Okay, so first,
right.
So I think the first try will be Will Penasini.
Oh, he's going to come in, yeah.
Halftime score, I reckon it'll be 12-all.
12-all. Oh, nice.
Full-time score, I think it'll be 28-24. Parramatta will win. Parramatta will win.
Yes.
They will get up in the grand final. and
Yes.
Mitchell Moses
Oh my
will
God.
win the Clive Churchill.
Oh, I'd love to see that,
I
man.
just
Fantastic.
I just think Eels have the. I think they'll just pull off an upset. I really think that. I think Penrith will be startled,
Startled.
and Eels will just and then Eels will just win. I think.
Yeah. Okay, so my first try scorer there, quickly before we wrap things up here. So my first try scorer there will be. Oh, who was it? My first try scorer there. Let me just go through my phone here, my video. I actually got there. I just want to recheck here before I go through.
Yeah.
Using places very good ideas to get around taller than that. Pressure on the halves, especially you still have a good chance, I think. Yeah, agree there with TJT Sports there. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go through our. So I'm just going through. I'm just going on the tips there, just quickly. Okay. Just give me a second there, bro. Sorry. Okay, so my first try score there would be will be Gustin there, offering there to will be seen there as well, and obviously giving it there to Marcus Thibault there for the first try scorer there as well. My half time score there will be the Eels 12-6, and my Clive Churchill medalist there will be the same as you, mate, Mitchell Moses. This is his final moment to actually make a statement that he can make a big moment, and what on his level, sorry, on the Netflix level in that, and he'll be able to settle and absolutely just shell shock Netflix there, and it'll be absolute true underdog hero story there by Mitch Moses there himself, the Lawrence Saver. So my first there, internal try scorer there will be Dylan Brown. Moses to get 2 try assists, and Regan Cavagilla to run more than 160 meters. And Mitch Moses will kick the field goal to make it 25 points to 18 to secure it there, and it'll be absolutely just
it'd be scenes.
Scenes, man. It'll be so much there for me, and also for my dad as well. You know, my dad. Here's the thing there. Before we get over this live stream, he said to me, if the Premiers don't win this year, he will stop supporting the Premiers and he will support the Melbourne Storm, which I hope to God
Melbourne Storm.
So Parramatta, please. This is the moment that you finally not only convinced me and obviously showing our responsive promises towards the Blue and Gold membership there as well, but also towards my dad as well. A long-time Parramatta fan there, has been seeing it all. He's been supporting his team for over 30 years, and I know the pain as well. I've been going through so much shit, man, throughout school with his team there as well. Stressing out and this and that, and I can't believe that I'm going to go to the grand final. I'm after all the stress moments there. I'm after all the heartbreak, all the drama, all the pretty much all the junior players that are coming through the system there as well. It's just so exciting to really go to the grand final there for the first time, especially seeing your own team that which you wouldn't believe there, but to also just to keep on dreaming as well with full of passion there, and just going through your veins and just your heart there just pumped there as well, and just so epic, so amazing, unreal. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 2022 NRL Premiership, Panthers versus Premiers preview. And thanks a lot there to Tyler Clay and obviously Joe Collins. Unfortunately, Collins couldn't stay there for much more longer there. He had to go and do something. But no, it's all good, man. I thought this was pretty good preview there as well, man. And it's been that's what's slated. And it's been me. And obviously,
Yeah.
Tyler
Thank
Clay.
Thank you,
sorry.
myself.
And take care. Like and subscribe for more low content, especially for the World Cup content. And the vlog hopefully will be out on Sunday or either Monday. Obviously, Monday is a public holiday there for the New South Wales as well.
Wait.
And lads, take care and peace. Go Para! 2002 Premiers. Let's go for 60-year rounds.